First World War was one of the most destructive wars in our history. It was during this time that the avant-garde movement Dada emerged, partly as a negative reaction to the horrors of war. Primarily a literary and artistic movement, Dada emerged almost simultaneously in several cities in Europe and America. It was in Zurich's Cabaret Voltaire Club in 1916 that the movement was first founded by Hugo Ball and Emmy Hennings, with other members including German-French sculptor Hans Arp and Tristan Tzara, a French-Romanian avant-garde poet. In New York, Marcel Duchamp and Francis Picabia, who were most associated with Dadaist ideas of anti-art, revolutionised ideas of what constituted an artwork, with Duchamp famously coining the term ready-made to describe his found object art, which transformed the conventions of visual art. French-born Picabia, a highly versatile artist, worked using a number of styles throughout his life. He experimented with Impressionism and Cubism, but it was for his work with the New York Dada group that he became most noted. Influenced by his friend Marcel Duchamp and by the enthusiasm for mechanisation in America, Picabia began depicting the machine in his work. Like Duchamp, Picabia had a taste for paradox and the absurd. He was never afraid to court unconventionality, and his works often had hidden, ironic meanings. The Zurich group published a Dada magazine and held numerous art exhibitions spreading their anti-war, anti-art ideas. They also had regular events with experimental poetry readings, music and dancing, and Tzara and Arp famously explored chants through ripping up and scattering paper pieces onto the floor. Dada continued to spread at the end of the World War, with groups in Paris and Berlin, among other cities. Those who participated in Club Dada in Berlin included George Grosz and Hannah Hoch. Collage was favoured over more traditional techniques by many Dada artists, including Hoch, who is best known for producing satirical and disturbing photomontages like Untitled, from the collection From an Ethnographical Museum. Her work often focused on the situation in Weimar Germany from a woman's perspective, combining political commentary, gender issues, questions of modernity, and a critique of the bourgeoisie. In the early 1920s, many Dada artists had converged in Paris, including Arp, Ernst, Duchamp, and Picabia, where André Breton and others had begun to formulate the ideas that would become surrealism. Although the movement was essentially brought to an end with the emergence of surrealism, Dada is now considered a watershed moment in 20th century art. In the 1960s, artists like Joseph Beuys were also referred to as neo-Dadaists for their promotion of living anti-art. Artists influenced by Dada's radical ideas reached beyond the visual arts and into music, with the likes of Frank Zappa and David Bowie using Dadaist techniques, collaging lyrics and musical composition. Bowie also famously showed the continuing impact of Dada through costume. Developed amidst the darkness of World War I, this anti-art movement had its focal point in the nonsensical and absurd. Dadaism echoed the marked disillusionment of the time and concerned itself with the absence of meaning and the inevitability of chance in life events. If being anti-art means rejecting the styles and sensibilities of the day to make way for fresh thinking and approaches, what artistic struggle could there be?